Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Well, this man to the right of me here, Kevin Windham, your 19th season of professional racing Supercross. You're 34 years old. You're going to be 35 in February. How do you do it, man?
It's tough, you know, and just trying to, I think the easiest part about it is just the love for it. That, you know, all of us, if we're not riding out here, ultimately just go to a local track and ride anyway. So riding's what we do. It's in our blood. But the tough side of it is, you know, seeing all these guys chomping at the bit to go out there and get those wins and those championships and stuff. And it's a tough environment right now to race Supercross because there's so much talent. And right now, hopefully everybody stays healthy. But that's the other tough part of it is people don't stay healthy. It's just inevitable in the sport. And at this point where I'm at, I mean, that's what I have to focus on right now is trying to keep it on two wheels. I haven't had a great track record on 11 and 12, and the amount of concussions and head hits and crashed out of races are kind of something that starts weighing on your mind, like, hey, can you make it to 2014? And, you know, I got to get all that crap out the back of my head, but to be honest with you, there's only one way to do that, and that's going to be able to be, you know, making multiple rounds without multiple crashes, and that's kind of my goal from right now. Now, the question is, can you do that and run with these guys? And that's what we're going to have to see Saturday night.
Well, and my question to you is, I got to go back a couple months ago, mid-October, the Monster Energy Cup. You didn't ride. You had a crash there. After a race like that, are you starting to say, hey, man, you know what? Maybe it is time to hang it up?
I mean, to be honest with you, yes, I am. And
I'm sure Dottie's saying, hey, Kevin,
yeah,
it's probably about time now, man.
It's something that you try to figure out when is the right time. You know, I mean, my whole 2014 goal was, it's my 20th season and it happens to land on 14, which is my number. And that's, at times that's kind of cool, but at other times I'm thinking that's really no way to plan a retirement, right? Like that's just kind of, you know, we'll know when it's right. And you know, you've been there, you've had to hang them up before. And, you know, I'm talking with guys who's hung it up before, and it's never an easy decision. And yeah, I filled out the medical exam for him this year, and you know, looking at the numbers of concussions and stuff, it starts to worry me. And that's just kind of the deal of it. But you know, deep down in my heart, I'm a racer, and I got a goal, and I want to try to achieve it. If I can get some races here in 2013 successful and be competitive and not picking myself up off the ground time and time again, then I'll be fine. When you look at a crash in Houston at the end of 2012, which took me out the remainder of the 12th season, and then followed up with a Monster Energy Cup crash, not riding with you know, a whole bunch of confidence. You know, I feel great when I'm on the track, but somewhere in the back of your head, you know, you're thinking, can I keep this thing on two wheels? And it's not a good place.
Well, you've won here before in Anaheim. I remember when it was raining real hard.
Yeah.
You come away. It's not going to rain this weekend. It looks like it's going to be a good track. But you know, you always talk about a lot of guys, you know, coming to Anaheim and they can throw the championship away. Yeah,
it's you know, it can be a big hole that you can put yourself in coming from this race for sure. Everyone has a lot to prove, and there's been a lot of preparation and a lot of buzz coming up to this. So, you know, there's some pressures here that don't really exist in other rounds. You know, once you start getting to 2 and 3 and 4, and you settle into the comfort zone, you know, it gets a lot easier. But right now, there's a lot of guys trying to prove a lot of stuff, and you know, that's kind of where I'm at, like trying to figure out where I fit in that mix. It almost seems like I'm trying to figure out another thing right now, and I'm just really interested to see the gate drop and try to ride some successful laps and not hit the ground and come on strong like I always do at the end.
Oh, you heard it from Kevin Wynn. I guarantee you, this guy's going to be a threat, and he's going to be competitive all 2013 season.